Now this il is not he, she, he is. Okay, don't be confused. This il will be referred to as like it is. Okay, il a, then whatever number, whatever like r, r in number. Okay, and then
Hey there, welcome to frenchnyou, your go-to place for affordable live online French courses. Whether you are a beginner or preparing for DELF or DELF exam, we have got you covered. Join our global community of more than 25,000 learners from more than 45 different countries with 2 million plus views on YouTube. On our website, you can rate your own French level and pick the batch that suits you best. We offer multiple time slots and you get to choose two preferences at the time of registration. Every French course includes 2 mock DELF practice exams and a course completion certificate. Visit frenchnyou.com to explore course details, success stories and more.
So in the previous session, we started with the lesson number 1 of dossier number 4, and we did the audio-based exercises, I remember. All right. Let's move on to the next part. Now, in today's class, what we will be doing is we will discuss about the timings in French. Okay. So before we will go to the textbook, we will understand the timings part in French. So let's step aside from the textbook as of now, and I'm going to share my screen to discuss more about the timings in French. Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, coming back to the grammar sheet, okay, that we have. So we will be using this to understand the timings in French. And I think with the help of this sheet, you will be able to easily understand. Okay. Achha, all right. So first of all, the basic part, the easiest question that you will see most of the time written, Quelle heure est-il? Okay. This question you will see most of the time when we will talk about timings in French, like what time is it? Okay. Quelle heure est-il? In French, we say Quelle heure est-il? That means what time is it? Now, can anyone tell me why we have added this QUE over here?
It's feminine.
What's feminine? Yes.
You,
This word the pronunciation is okay.
Ugh.
So is a feminine word. That is why we are using QUELLE. Okay, it's an interrogative adjective, right? You already know that. So quelle heure est-il? And this, can you tell me the Sugandharam, can you tell me the question type? So we are having 3 types of questions, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
we have français familier, remember?
Yeah.
Then we have standard,
Then we have
formel, right? So what do you think? Which type is this?
this is standard
Standard में तो we using S, isn't it?
formal. Not
It's
familiar.
inversion. This is not familiar, because in familiar you don't really put inversion and all, right? So when you see inversion in any question, you can understand that it is a formal, it's a question of formal, right? We can say like that. Now, moving to the next part. Now we have a specific structure to say what time is it. So if you talk about the structure is, it's quite easy, it's simple. And you can also see it on my screen. So first we will write il, a, it is. Now this il is not he, she, he is. Okay, don't be confused. This il will be referred to as like it is. Okay, il a, then whatever number, whatever like r, r in number. Okay, and then heure, then because it's a feminine word, e will already be there, but s can be added depending upon if the number is plural, then we will make this, we will add s with this if the number is like 1. Okay, in that case, we will not add any s. For example, you can see, like if I say it is 1 o'clock, so how will I say il est?
You know.
Even now, because it is just simply, it's just 1 o'clock. It is 1 o'clock. Now, because it is simply 1 o'clock, so we will not add any s. Okay. And Ajay, can you tell me one more thing? Like in French, we say one as on, isn't it? Why we are adding un here?
Because it's feminine.
Because is feminine. That is the only reason that we are using. Now, this is very much clear. Now, if we want to say it is 2 o'clock, now what will happen? We will say il, the we already know. We will write HEURES. Please do not forget this. Okay, this S is important here. So il est 2 heures. Fine. Il est 2 heures. The pronunciation will be il est 2 heures. Fine. I hope this is clear.
Yeah.
Can I erase this?
Yes.
Okay. Now, very clearly, I have mentioned some timings in French. Okay, and like the sentences. Achha, one more thing that I forgot to mention here is that when we are writing the structure of the timings now, so along with il a plus r plus then number of hours, and then we write heure. And then I forgot one thing. We will also be adding heure, minutes. Okay. And let me put it over here. Actually, one more thing, you will not see minutes written in French when you will be telling about the timing. Like you will not say il est 1 heure 10 minutes. No. If the minutes are specified, you will simply say the number. Okay. You don't have to specify number. So I'll write it over here, number in minutes. That's all.
I didn't understand what did you say?
For example, if timing is mentioned as, let's say this one, right? 1:10 if it's mentioned, like 1 hour and 10, 1 o'clock and 10 minutes, 1:10 hour. In that case, we will write like this, il est 1 heure. Now, how many minutes are there? 10 minutes. So we will write these. We will not write minutes after this. We will just mention these and done.
Okay.
Okay. Number in minutes.
Number in minutes.
Or we can say like, we can say opposite. We can say minute in numbers. Minutes in numbers. Now, let's say if you want to say 2:30 or maybe 2:20, let's say, what will be the response?
Il est
Mhm.
2 heures.
2 heures.
20.
20.
More, it will be plural.
No, 20. Simple, 20. Okay? It will be simple 20, no 20. No, I mean no S in it. Fine? This is easy.
Very easy. Something which is very easy. Yes.
No, there is always something that will not make you, that will not make it feel that it is easy. Don't worry. Abhi hum aa rahe hain aage. Okay. Anyways, let's move ahead. So now we have 2:30 here. How will we say that in French? So we have two ways. So दो तरीके हैं how we can say 30 in French. 2:30, right? One way is very easy. You already know this. Il est 2 heures 30. ये आपको already पता है, right? Il est 2 heures. Now 30 in French is 30. You already know that, so you can easily do it, right? Let me use my white marker here. So 30 is used for 30, so you can easily write. Now, the important thing to know here is that whenever we are specifying some time, let's say like it's and a half, like 2.5, like 2 hours and 30 minutes, we can also say et demie. Et demie.
Okay.
Et demie is used.
Demie is like half.
Demie is like half. Okay. Et demie. So instead of writing minutes in numbers, you can also write et demie. You can also write this term et demie.
Yeah.
Whatever way is easier. No, it's like both are accepted. Now, let me write like this. Et demie and half. Then we have a quart. That's and quarter. Okay, a quart. Not quart, it's a quart.
Quart.
Quart. Wait. Achha, we have one more. Moins le quart. Moins le quart. Matlab moins le quart means less than a quarter.
Okay.
Okay. Less than a quarter. Moins le quart. Now, where you can use this kind of moins le quart, for example, you can see here. When it is, let's say, 4:45. No? So you can say it is 5 o'clock less than a quarter. Can we say like that? It is 5 o'clock less than a quarter.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So same way. Il est 5 heures and then moins le quart. Okay. It is 5 o'clock and less than a quarter. Okay. Then another way is we can also say like normal. Il est 4 heures because it's like hours are at 4 and minutes are 4 and 5:45. So il est 4 heures 45. This is another way, simple way, right? Now, if we have 2:15, what can we use? We can use a quart also, and we can say quinze also, because quinze is number 15, right? So we can say il est 2 heures et quart. It is 2 o'clock and a quarter. Another way is il est 2 heures quinze. This is the simplest one, right?
The Moulin Rouge song had come, if you remember.
Which one? No, I don't know.
Moulin Rouge. They're my favorite singer. What her name is.
आप अनुभूति से भी पूछ सकते हो, अनुभूति ने भी सुने थोड़े songs तो.
मैं अनुभूति में सुने Moulin Rouge बहुत famous होता है यार. Christina Aguilera का.
I've not heard the song. मैंने से वो सुना है.
अच्छा, I can give you some very good singers in French, जिनके गाने आप सुन सकते हो. One is Stromae. In case you are, let's say, going somewhere in car, you can just search for some good songs.
I've only heard Formidable.
So we have Stromae.
But that's
Then we
nice.
have Aya Nakamura. You can just note down maybe, And then we have Metro Games. Maybe you have heard Metro Games. One more we have then Mahwa Loot.
Yeah, Stromae also heard, yeah.
Okay. So these are a few singers. You can listen to the song. They're very nice. Okay. So we have, I'm showing you a few singers, good singers. You can check out theirs. But one more there is Andila bhi hai. Andila. You can search their songs. They're very nice. Andila ka love story to bahut famous hai. Aapne suna bhi hoga zarur kahin na kahin. Now I think this is all in this particular topic. I think there is nothing else. Now we will do a few timings for practice. Now we have 8:25. 8:25 we will say il est 8h25. Okay. Then we have 1 o'clock and 40 minutes, like 13:40. You want to say. Now this time we are using 24 hours format. So we can say il est 13h40.
But anyways, we
Il
have
est
to use the
13h.
24 hours way because
So officially you will use 24 hours
Officially, yes.
format, but informally you can use, no?
And-
Now, Mhm.
215, 445, 230. Only these will have a different name.
right.
Otherwise, every number will be a number.
Rest is easy, correct. Now, have a look. I have a long list, you know. I was just practicing, so I was taking random numbers and then writing, you know. Now, I have mentioned two columns. One side I have mentioned formal timings. Second, I mean, this side I have mentioned like informal timings. Now, if you're using informal timings, like that means you'll be using 12 hours format, right?
Yeah.
Now, there's a specific,
Sure.
you know, ending that you have to put. You have to mention, you're talking about the day's timing or evening timing or afternoon timing or night timing. You have to mention that.
Okay.
So, I will make you understand that part also. So first, we will try to understand the formal way. Formal way, I think most of it we understood already.
Yeah.
Informal way we will come later on. So just practice this one, huh? So I will say the timing in French. You will tell me the French version formal way. Okay, one by one, alternatively. So Sumendam, let's start with you. 8 o'clock.
Il est 8
Anubhuti, 8:15.
Il est 8h15.
8:30.
Il est 8h30.
8:45.
अच्छा, I have to say. I was thinking इसको इले with ट्रॉन्ट को हम वो डेमी भी तो बोल सकते हैं. इले with
Absolutely, absolutely.
In
बिल्कुल.
informal. वो
नहीं
informal
नहीं informal में जरूरी नहीं है कि वो informal में ही आएगा. Okay, it's not mandatory.
So we
बहुत बार French people they use
हाँ.
these terms informally when they're saying timings informally, but it's not mandatory to use. कि नहीं, only you will use it with informal only.
But
It
she's
is
right,
preferred.
हाँ,
It's preferred to say a car, a dummy informally, but it's preferred. Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
but if you will use like if you will say a with a dummy,
That's
it will not be considered to be wrong.
okay. Like that only I wanted to check.
Yeah.
Then il est with a 45.
9:05.
il est 9h05.
11:55.
Il est 11h55.
Il est 12h.
Next, 14:20.
Il est 4h.
अच्छा ये देखते
Catcher
हैं.
is 14
Yeah, 14.
फिर वो अभी मैं काम करूँगा. I'll hide this column. Don't worry. In a few minutes, I'll hide this column. Don't worry. Okay, so it's
numbers.
so 14 is 14, right? Not 4. So il est 14h20. Next, 19:40.
Il est 19h40.
00.
Il est 0.
Zero.
0.
We can also say il est minuit. Okay, but it is mainly used informally. Okay, minuit. Minuit is midnight. Right?
Minuit.
And one more word, I think we will discuss it right now. 12 o'clock, you know, afternoon. You can also say il est 12h. You can also say il est midi. Midi is noon. It's noon.
12 o'clock.
Correct. Afternoon.
So il est midi.
Midi. Correct. Il est midi. And 12 o'clock in the night, or maybe we can say 0.
Il est midi.
Il est minuit. Okay. Then
Il est 0.
0:45.
Il est 0h45.
1:40.
Il est 1h40.
Correct.
I don't see.
Okay. 17:15. Sunandana.
Il est 17h15.
18:30.
Il est 18h30. Or il est, that's informal.
Sunandana. 10:59.
Il est 10h59.
Very good.
Correct. 19:28.
Il est 19h20 with.
1 tweet. 13:55.
Il est 13h55.
6:24.
Il est 6h20. 24.
1:04.
24.
Il est
2:21.
20 is only one, huh?
Correct.
Actually-
Then liaison. Then yeah, they call it like that only.
Yeah, liaison.
I heard native pronunciation. They say 22, 23, 24, 25, like that.
Okay, yeah, 20. Okay.
2:21.
Il est 2h21.
Correct. 2:21. Okay. 18:15.
Il est 18h15.
0:35.
Il est 0h35.
13:35.
Il est 13h35.
21:17.
Il est 21. 17.
21h.
21.
Yun.
Oh, 21
Right. Right.
कितने बड़े हैं like number लिखना हो तो like the time is like oh my god. What was it? 21:17.
It will be 1 only.
Okay.
So we were right. So मैंने यहाँ पे गलत लिखा हुआ है. Okay. This is 1 I've made it highlight now. I've highlighted it now. Anyways. Now this is done. This we understood. Now, very important thing that we have to note down is how will you say of the morning? Like if you want to say it's 6 o'clock of the morning, it is 6 o'clock of the evening. You know. So how will you say all these things? Fine. So just note it down. Du matin is of the morning. De l'après-midi is of the afternoon. And du soir is of the evening.
So say if you have to say 2:30 of the afternoon, so we'll say
Mhm.
il est 2h20.
Il est 2 heures.
De 30
Mhm.
de l'après-midi.
Absolutely correct.
Okay.
Or you can say a demi
Mhm.
de l'après-midi.
Correct.
A demi de.
The l'après-midi. Absolutely. Now I will be sharing one more thing very, very important. Okay. Please write down the standard time frames to specify informal timings in French. Time frames I'm going to tell you, like from what time to what time you can use du matin, from what time to what time you can use de l'après-midi, and when you can use du soir, and when you can use one more you can add here, de la nuit. De la nuit. Okay, that's off. Pardon.
Of the night.
Correct. It's going to be of the night. Okay, so this is de l'après-midi. De l'après-midi, du soir, de la nuit, and we have du matin. Now, because nuit is feminine, that's why we will use de la nuit. Okay. Now, please write down the first one, that is for du matin. The time frame used to specify du matin, just a minute, I think it is going to be, this is correct. This 11:59 is like AM, right? Morning wala, before the afternoon, right? Then
PM basically.
Then we have the l'après-midi. The l'après-midi will be counted from 12 o'clock till 5 o'clock, 59 minutes. Basically 6 o'clock till 6 o'clock, right? This is usually considered this time frame. Sometimes here and there happens. Then we have du soir from 6 o'clock till 11 o'clock. Usually people say du soir during this time. Okay? Usually.
22 hours, 59 minutes.
Right.
That's 11 only till 11.
And then finally we
That's
have
fine, 11, huh? This will be 22 hours 59 will be 11 p.m.
correct 11 o'clock.
p.m. So 11 to
11
12 p.m. 11 to
De
12
la nuit.
Acha, okay.
Just for 1 hour. I mean, this is like mostly practiced like this only, but some people also say de la nuit a little early.
And why are you saying standard time frames in informal French?
Because these time frames like du soir, du matin, this you use in the informal time frame, no? For 12 hours format, right? Because if you're using like 24 hours format, then you don't need this, because in 24 hours format you will say, if it is let's say 15 o'clock, like let's say if it's let's say
3 p.m.
3 p.m. so we will say 15 heure.
Yeah.
Basically,
But if
this is not a PM here. So we are writing this.
Absolutely,
24 hour anyways, it's depicting what is the time.
absolutely correct. Right? So for example, if you want to say like let's say it's 1:30 a.m. you can see here, so we can say il est 1 heure et demie du matin, and let's say if you're saying it's 2:24 p.m. so we can say il est 2 heures 24 de l'après-midi.
And if you have to say informal 15 p.m., so we'll just simply say il est 15 heures.
Correct. That's all. I hope this is clear. Let's see. Are there any more down here? Let me just see. So now we can understand the informal timings also very clearly. If you are saying informal, now 8 o'clock informal if you want to say. Okay. So how can we say that? We can simply say il est 8 heures, because this is the morning time, 8 heures du matin. We need to mention. If it's 8:15, we can say il est 8 heures et quart du matin. Here we can also say il est 8 heures 15 du matin. Fine. Next one. If it is 8:30, we can say il est 8 heures et demie du matin. Okay. 8:45, il est 9 heures moins le quart. Here we can also say il est 8 heures 45 du matin. We can say that, but we can also use the different way. We can also say il est 9 heures moins le quart, like less than a quarter. Less than the quarter, so it will be il est moins le quart, 9 heures moins le quart du matin. Fine. Then 9:05, il est 9 heures 5 du matin. Fine. Now you both can continue the same way as we practiced. Now from 11:55 we will go on that way. Okay. So starting from Sugandhanam 11:55.
Okay. Il est midi, moins 5.
Now what did we do here? Observe very carefully. We have written moins 5.
Yeah.
Now moins 5 is like less 5. So we can say it is 12 o'clock, but less than 5.
Why is okay?
Moins is like less. You can also use this. You can also use this type of this way to express timings in French. Okay. So il est midi, moins 5. Another way. So can you tell another way to write this?
Il est
11:45.
55.
Absolutely correct. Okay. Next one. 12 o'clock. Anubhuti.
Il est midi.
Midi. Correct. This is informal, right?
Yeah.
We can also say another way of saying this, Anubhuti. What is another way?
Il est 12 heures.
12 heures, then de l'après-midi.
That's a 12 heures l'après-midi. Yeah.
De l'après-midi.
Yeah, de l'après-midi.
Hmm.
0 0 will not say.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Il est l'après-midi. Yeah.
Then 14:20. Sugandhanam.
Il est 2 heures 20 de l'après-midi.
2 heures 20 de l'après-midi.
De l'après-midi.
Okay. Next. 19:40.
Il est okay. Okay, you have written something else. I was saying something else. Okay. Il est with a moins 12 soir.
No. Try to understand this very carefully.
Yeah.
We can say this like this is 7 o'clock, 7:40, right? We can also say il est 8 heures. Now because we are using
20
informal
minutes.
timings, we cannot say il est 19 heures.
Yeah.
So we have to say 12 hours format only. So we can say il est 8 heures. It is 8 o'clock, less than 20. Moins 20 du soir.
Oh.
Fine. Another way is il est 7 heures 40 du soir.
So, yeah.
Voilà. Next. Sugandhanam 0 o'clock. I mean midnight.
Il est minuit.
Minuit.
Mm.
Then 0:45.
Il est 1 heure moins le quart.
Moins le quart.
Moins le quart.
Correct. Moins le quart.
Quart.
Quart. You can say. So 1:40. Sugandhanam.
Il est 2 heures moins 20 du matin.
Matin.
या फिर il est 1 heure 40 du matin.
Correct. Okay. Next. 17:15.
Il est 5 heures 15
De l'après-midi.
Il est 5 heures et quart
Quart de l'après-midi.
de l'après-midi.
Correct. Exactement. 18:30.
il est 6h30 du soir, or il est 6h30 du soir.
Bravo. Next one. 10:59.
Ok. Il est 11h moins 1 du matin. Il est 10h59 du matin.
Hmm.
Yeah, this
Informal timings is a little bit.
Ah,
You need to use the brain a little bit. You need to put some effort a little bit. Both the ways.
Yeah.
Okay. 1928.
Il est 7h28 du soir, or il est 8h32 du soir.
Hmm.
hmm,
Moins 32. Try to understand that one, you know. Like
Moins.
less 32.
32.
इतना
Well,
इतना वैसे
in
कोई
maths only.
इतना कोई करेगा नहीं वैसे. I mean, this is just to you know, just to understand.
Yeah.
That's all. So informally, I mean, it's not purely informally, to be honest. You know, informally they don't even say ile. They will simply say with moi konto this war.
I mean, for writing, I think we'll have to use il if you have to. use.
Right. I mean, it's as we are learning, so we should know how to
Yeah.
say that properly. Right? So then 13:55 is done. Not
13:55 is il est 1h55 de l'après-midi.
l'après-midi.
L'après-midi. And il est 12. No, il est 2.
The
Il est 2h.
2 heures.
2
This
heures.
x will be carried, you know, with this h.
Il est 2h moins 5 de l'après-midi.
Next one. S'il vous plaît. 6:24.
Il est 6h04 du matin, or il est 7h36 du matin.
Bravo. 2:21.
Yeah, 1:35. Il est 2h1 et 1 du matin. 21 du matin. Il est 3h. S will also go, na? Il est 3h moins 39 du matin.
Now, Sugandha ma'am. 18:15.
Il est
Anyways.
6h15 du soir. Il est 7h45 du soir. Or il est 6h15 du soir.
Okay. 0:35.
One second, 7, okay.
No, no.
Il est 1h moins
1:05 du matin.
du matin. Okay.
13:35.
Il est 1h35 de l'après-midi. Or il est 2h moins 25 de l'après-midi.
21:17.
Il est 10h moins 43 du soir. Il est 9h17 du soir.
All right. Bye. Au revoir.
Bye. Merci. Bye, Sugandha.
Bye.